Hey beautiful people, did I tell you that the easiest king's pawn game you can ever play is actually the 4 knights game? Yes, starting with your 2 knights first, because there's a higher probability that black is going to copy you as well. You can check the Leech's database or the master's database if you want. And now this is when you can surprise them with the move knight takes e5. This is called the Halloween Gambit, and it should not be underrated. In my yesterday's tutorial video, or rather my last tutorial video, we looked at 2 continuations from here. After pawn to d4, black can play knight c6 or knight g6 immediately. For example, after knight c6 and you go d5, they can choose to be passive or to be active with knight e5. But this is when you want to go pawn to f4, and then after knight g6, go full beam with your pawns. Look at this, leaving them with no space. It's just a matter of time before you get back a minor piece. Point is, you just want to be ahead in development. But there's another line where black doesn't need to go back to c6. I mean, after you play d4, they can play knight g6 right away. After this, I said go pawn to e5, and after knight g8, the top play move, your simple plan will be to go bishop c4 and queen f3. Then think of securing your king first before involving other moves like knight d5 in the near future. For example, bishop c4, if d6, you go queen f3, wanting to checkmate. If they play queen e7, yes, you can play knight d5 if you so wish, but that's just too early. Why not putting your king to safety first, so that after anything, that's when you go knight d5. This is much better and exactly what I said. If queen d7, you just take, knowing that knight takes e5 is a big blunder, which most of your opponents won't know due to rook e1. If pawn to f6, you can even sacrifice your rook. This is just one common trap in the Halloween Gambit, where you go queen h5, if g6, you have queen takes e5 check, and you're going to start winning some materials. In this video, I want to challenge a random opponent on Leech's and see if they are going to handle my Halloween Gambit. It could be anyone, and I don't care. Now, before I go any further, if you like what I do on YouTube, please subscribe to this channel. Remember, you are not doing it for me. You are doing it for the existence of this channel, or rather for this channel to survive. The more you subscribe, the more I feel motivated. Just wanted you to know that you are more important than a donkey that can't watch my videos. Right, time to be serious. Elbows on the desk. Let's move on. Hey, looks like we are going to have the Halloween's Gambit. So knight c3, I expect to see knight f6. Yep, this is what most people respond with. Ladies and gentlemen, this is known as the 4 knights game. And so let me surprise my opponent by taking on e5, sacrificing my knight. And this is called the Halloween's Gambit. By the way, I should mention to say I'm playing against a 2605 rated player. My opponent just played knight g6. I remember covering this move in my tutorial video, which has popped up in the card above. I said, go ahead and play pawn to e5 from here, followed by bishop c4, then queen f3. From there, you will cast a shot and start thinking of what next to do. So e5, whenever you get stuck, remember to... I didn't cover this move. I thought my opponent was going to play something like knight back to g8, the move that I covered. After that, I recommended to go bishop c4 followed by queen f3. But anyway, let me improvise. My opponent played bishop b4. I guess I can just take on f6. Why not? And after this, I take. Because if I don't do anything about this knight, black will play either knight d5 or knight e4. I think let me just take... Wait! Why not taking the knight first? Oh, it's one and the same thing, I guess. I guess I need to play queen e2, because this comes with check, then bishop e3, if queen e7. I've spent a lot of time in the opening stage. I need to be fast in the middle game. Let me just play bishop e3 and castle long. Why not? Or just castle long. This is one line I did not cover. For a 2600 rated player to choose this line, it means they know one or two things. They know what they are doing. And yeah, I can just play bishop d3, I guess. Bishop d3. Checks out check. a3, why not? So I'm just playing logical moves here. This time, I'm no longer down a knight. I sacrificed my knight. How did I get it back? Material is equal. I'm surprised. Anyway, let me start advancing on the king side. I'm thinking of playing bishop g5. And if queen takes out, I don't know what to do. Maybe king b1. It is always important to put your king to safety whenever you castle long or castle short. I mean, your king doesn't belong on c1. Centralize the rook. At this point, I'm just playing it safe. I'm out of prep. Checks. This has just helped me to pave the way for my king's rook. Rooks smile on open files. Let's attack. How I wish I could just play pawn to g4. Anyway, let me unpin my e-pawn. I'm thinking of playing rook g1 now and bishop g4. Or maybe rook hf1. This is very tricky, you guys. I never expected that my opponent was going to respond like this. So rook hf1. I forgot that my opponent is a 2600 rated player, and so they know one or two things in the Halloween Gambit. I think the key here is to oversimplify things. Let's defend the h-pawn. I'm very low on time because I am just creating theory right now. I did not cover this line in my tutorial video, which is why it is always important to watch these live streams, because you end up learning more stuff. I think I'll just take. Right now I'm just attacking the, oh wait a second, I was attacking the light squad bishop. So that my opponent wanted to give a check. No, I'm not gonna win this. Let's just oversimplify. Indirectly attacking the rook. Can I request for a draw at this point? Please accept. Thank you so much. Ah! I mean, I was attacking the rook. My opponent was kind enough to accept the draw because they saw that I was very low on time. I mean, I never covered that line in my tutorial video, and this guy doesn't even know who I am. Let's try to play some kind of the King's Indian defense. Although I doubt if this is the King's Indian defense. I don't know. I guess if I was playing against a lower rated opponent, they were not going to accept my draw offer, but theoretically speaking, that position was a draw, and that's why my opponent accepted that. I mean, they just didn't want to flag me. After all, this is not a rated match. I mean, that wasn't a rated match either. Now, what I like doing whenever I see pawn to d5 is playing pawn to b6 followed by a5 and knight c5. Like bishop d3, you play knight c5. After bishop c2, you play a5. The idea is just to stop pawn to b4. Then let's go bishop d7. This is all theory. Let's attack that dark square bishop. If takes, you should always take back with the b pawn. Let's open up the king side. I think let me take the f knight. I mean, if white takes, I'm gonna take that knight. I can even pre-move. How about just taking? Or maybe let me just leave my knight here and do this. If takes, I better take back with my queen, because in the near future I have bishop takes h3, sacrifice. And if pawn takes, I'll take the knight on f3. So now I can do this. And this kind of paves the way for my king's rook, if you think about it. I can even oversimplify if I want and go queen h5. I mean queen h4, attacking the light squared bishop. Also attacking the c4 pawn indirectly. Maybe white should play something like bishop d3, I guess. Or maybe queen e2. Yep, queen e2. Let's oversimplify things. You know, the secret of chess is, one secret of chess is oversimplification. Whenever you're playing a game of chess, and maybe whenever you find yourself getting stuck, just think of the word KISS, K-I-S-S, which means keep it so simple, literally. So if you don't know what to do, just oversimplify things, but the way you simplify the game matters. Don't just keep trading off pieces on the board. You better do it wisely. Trade bishop against bishop, knight against knight. Wait a second. Yes, I can still take on b4. What was I saying? It is always good to create this battery of rooks. And that was my prayer, just to see bishop takes, because now I can take back with my rook like that. There is queen. Wait a second. If I take back with my rook, there is queen g4, and I don't want to exchange queens. I have all sorts of moves like that. Or maybe I should just take back with my g pawn. Because I have an opportunity to put that pawn on f4. So I'm just trying to create some counterplay. As you can see, I want to go f3, but I guess white is going to play f3. Maybe if pawn to f3, I would just go e4, indirectly attacking the rook on a1. I think rook a1 was kind of a mistake. There we see queen g4 again, just like I predicted, but I don't have to exchange queens. I can just do this. Oh, that looks great. Look at this. Ah, what a perfect match. Anyway, queen e7. So there I just used one principle that states never exchange your powerful queen with your opponent's less powerful queen. Lack of a better word. I can still go pawn to e4 since that god, I forgot that my bishop is pinned, but still white can take my e4 pawn. So that was a fluke. Maybe it is time for me to put my rook on g6. Let's see what my opponent is going to do here. Rook g6. So the idea is very simple. I just want to keep on attacking on the king side. Put as much pressure as I can on the king side. And look at this. Now I have bishop d4. Yeah, like I can just go bishop d4 in this position. Why did I play bishop d4? Maybe I was thinking about this move. Oh, I'll just go in with my bishop in case of pawn to f3. What is this? Ah, if I take the rook, I'm going to lose my queen. Simple tactic. This is not good. I think let me just unpin my queen like this. Also attacking the g2 pawn. At the same time defending my bishop in case of rook takes e4. I think this is a great move. Because you can see the rook is under attack. I mean, there's little or nothing that white can do here. Ah, rook takes. Ah, damn, if I take on g2, white is going to give me a check and I'll lose my rook on g2. So maybe the best thing I can do here is to take on f2. And I have queen. I wanted to say queen a1. I thought white was going to take. Let's do this. How about this? Ah, no. What can I do? let's just exchange. Oh no. I won on time. Bad manners. That was not good. Finally, I won the game. But anyway, this video was all about Halloween Gambit, following the video that I published yesterday. What do I think of this? I think I need to cover this line. I mean, I underrated it so much after knight g6 and e5. I only covered the move knight back to g8. Forgetting that, black can play this move bishop b4, just giving up the knight and playing an equal game. I guess this is what most advanced players do. Now you know. So I need to make an in-depth study on this line in the Halloween Gambit, and I hope you guys are going to support by watching and sharing the video, because I mean, what you guys don't do after watching my videos is to share. As they say, sharing is caring. If you don't share my videos, this channel is not going to be known and it will die naturally like many other chess channels do. So you can even do that right now. Sharing is caring. Just share this video and all will be well. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Now, go and check out 3 of my new courses on my website KaspaChess.com that I highly recommend you get right now. The newly updated Semi-Slav defense against d4, the knight c6 Nimzowitsch defense, and the mighty e5 Paris defense, which is my best selling course till this date. Chess is a school on its own, and you will just need to show some efforts to unlock some secrets that content creators don't show on YouTube. And that's how you support this channel, by the way.